Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I am Manudami from a department of BS Biotechnology and my roll number is 032. Today I am here to present the topic mass spectroscopy. First of all, introduction. What is mass spectrometry? Mass spectrometry is an analytical technique that measures the mass to charge ratio of particles. It is used for determining masses of particles for determining the elemental composition of a sample or molecule. The mass spectrometry principle consists of ionizing chemical compounds to generate charged molecules or molecule fragments and measurement of their mass to charge ratio by using the one of a variety of technique. Mass spectrometry is a powerful technique for identifying unknowns, studying molecular structure, and probing the fundamental principles of chemistry. Theory. The relative abundance of positively charged fragments of various mass to charge ratios is the characteristics feature of the molecule that serves to identify the substance. Mass spectrometry is an analytical chemistry technique that helps in identifying the amount and type of chemicals that is present in a sample by measuring the mass to charge ratio and abundance of gas phase ions. Principle. A mass spectrometer generates multiple ions from the sample under investigation. This molecular ion undergoes fragmentation. Each primary product ion derived from the molecular ion in turn undergoes fragmentation and so on. The ions are separated in the mass spectrometer according to their mass to charge ratio and are detected in proportion to their abundance. A mass spectrometer of the molecule is thus produced. It displays the result in the form of a plot of ion abundance versus mass to charge ratio. Method of obtaining mass spectra. Conversion of neutral molecule into a charged molecule, preferably to a positive charge molecules. Separation of the positively charged fragments that are formed based on their masses by using electrical or magnetic field or both. Instrumentation of mass spectrometry. The instrument consists of three major components. First one is ion source. That is used for producing gaseous ions from the substance being studied. Then analyzer for resolving the ion into their characteristic mass components according to their mass to charge ratio. And the last one is detector system that is used for detecting the ions and recording the relative abundance of each of the resolved ionic species. This is mass spectrometer. Here you can see probe from where that is used for the introduction of sample into the mass spectrometry. Ion source, which is used to form ions for mass spectrometer. Electron beam, that is used when the gas sample is obtained. Then it convert into ions by bombarding the gas with an electron beam. This is the insulator. These are slits. These are ion beams. And here you can see magnet and ions that are too light that bend too much. Magnet. What is the function of magnet? When the ions or atoms enter the magnet, they are forced to bend, and the lighter ions bend sharper than the heavier ones. This is the fly tube, and here you can see the ions of the right mass can enter into the detector. These are detector slits, and this is the detector, which is used for detecting the ion and recording the relative abundance. Mass spectrometer. Sample enters here. This is the here heat vaporize. This is the electron beam source. Here ion accelerated, and this is the magnet. And here you can see magnetic field deflects lightest ion most, and here detector. Now here this is the inlet from where substance enters. This is the electron beam, heated filament, accelerating grid. This is the vacuum pump, and these are the slits, and this is the magnet, and this is the detector. In addition, a sample introduction system is necessary to admit the samples to be studied to the ion source while maintaining the high vacuum requirements, which is approximately to raise power minus 6 to 10 raise power minus 8 millimeter of mercury of the technique. And a computer is required to control the instrument, acquire and manipulate data, and compare spectra to reference libraries. Working. Mass spectrometer should always perform the following processes. Separate these ions according to their mass to charge ratio in the mass analyzer. Eventually fragment the selected ion and analyze the fragments in a second analyzer. Detect the ion emerging from the last analyzer and measure their abundance with the detector that converts the ion into electrical signals. Process the signals from the detector data transmitted to the computer and control the instrument using feedback. Ionization techniques. First one is electron impact, chemical ionization, fast atom bombardment, field ionization, and the last one is plasma desorption. Chromatographic technique combined with mass spectrometry. An important enhancement to the mass resolving and mass determining capabilities of mass spectrometry is using it in tandem with chromatographic separation techniques. First one is gas chromatography mass spectrometry, and the second one is liquid chromatography mass spectrometry. Gas chromatography mass spectrometry. A common combination is gas chromatography mass spectrometry, which is GCMS. In this technique, a gas chromatography is used to separate different compounds. This stream of separated compounds is fed online into the ion source, a metallic filament, to which voltage is applied. This filament emits electron which ionize the compounds. The ion can then further fragment, yielding predictable patterns. Intact ion and flow fragments passes into the mass spectrometers analysis are eventually detected. Here you can see carrier gas cylinder. Basically, helium gas is typically used as the carrier gas for GCMS. Pressure and flow regulator. This is the pressure regulator and this is the flow regulator. Injection port. It is very hot in order to allow for the solvent and the compounds evaporate instantaneously. This is the retention. This is the retention time graph. GC output. These are the electron beams. Plates are present. First one is positive. Two positive plates are present. This is the concentrated positive ion beam. Magnetic fields are present, and here you can see the deflection which based on mass over charge ratio, and here the detector is present. Next one is LCMS. Similar to gas chromatography mass spectrometry, liquid chromatography mass spectrometry separates compound chromatographically before they are introduced to the ion source and mass spectrometer. It differs from GCMS is that the mobile phase is liquid, usually a mixture of water and organic solvent instead of gas. Most commonly, an electrospray ionization source is used in LCMS. Other popular and commercially available LCMS ions sources are atmospheric pressure chemical ionization and atmospheric pressure photoionization. There are also some newly developed ionization technique like laser spray. This is the LCMS structure of LCMS. Solvent that is in mobile phase. High performance liquid chromatography device is present. Samples that contain multiple components mixture. Mass spectrometer, quadrupole, mass spectrometer, other ion traps, etc. LCMS interface plus MS ion source. Here you can see the detection, and this is the chromatogram and mass spectrum analysis. This is the mass spectrum of air. Here you can see this is the nitrogen and N14 and N15, which is an isotope peak. Its peak is small because N15 is not very common in nature. Applications. Mass spectrometry has both qualitative and quantitative uses. Structure elucidation, detection of impurities, quantitative analysis, drug metabolism studies, clinical, toxicological, and forensic applications. Mass spectrometry is now in very common use in analytical laboratories that study physical, chemical, or biological properties of a great variety of compounds. Qualitative applications. First one is determination of molecular weight. Mass spectrometry serves as the best possible technique for the determination or confirmation of molecular weight of compounds that can be easily volatilized. Determination of molecular formula. It is used for the detection of molecular formula mass spectrometry. It is essential to identify the molecular ion peak as well as its exact mass. Third one is detection or determination of structure of compounds. Bombardment of vaporized sample molecules with a high beam of electrons that results in their fragmentations, producing a large number of ions with varying masses. Now, quantitative applications. Determination of isotope abundance. The isotopic composition of molecule within an easily vaporizable sample can be determined with mass spectrometry. The information that obtained may be useful for tracer studies with isotopes, determination of atomic weight of the compounds, determination of age, rocks, and minerals, study of origin as well as nature of a solar system. Now, detection of isotope ratio. Mass spectrometry is used to determine isotope ratio, which in turn help to determine the concentration of individual components present in a complex mixture from which it can be separated quantitatively. Differentiation between cis and trans isomers. Mass spectrometry may be used to differentiate between cis and trans isomers. Both the isomers yield similar spectra but are differentiated from the intensity of the molecular ion peak. Here you can see disadvantages. It does not directly give structure information, although we can often figure it out. Needs pure compounds. It is difficult with non-volatile compounds. Thanks, that all from my side.